Uh, a few housekeeping things before we begin this session. I do want to make sure that my technology is working, and you should be able to see my screen. You'll see your Coldwell Banker Premier Real Estate logo, and you also should be able to hear me. If you can do that, if you can go ahead in that chat box on the left-hand side of your screen, if you can go ahead, type in a chat saying, hey, we can hear you, we can see everything. The other thing that does is it lets me know that during this call, if you have any questions, you know where to go to ask those questions as well. So it looks like everything's working. So as we're going through here, I do want to make sure that if you have questions as we go through, please type them in the chat box. We've got about 50 people on the call today, so we will not be sharing a microphone. And this is the best place to go. Linda, you should not be able to see me. You should only be able to see my screen. I can give you a little wave. Hey, everybody. I tend to sit fairly close to my computer as I'm going through things and wave my arms. So I find it's a little bit easier if you are less distracted. So as we are going in and starting this process, what I really do want to make sure that you know is you're going to get an email. It's going to have your login information so that you can log into your new office account. The website that you're going to go to log into that account is going to be mycbstar.com. So it is mycbstar.com. And when you get to this page, you'll put in your user ID and your password. Now, upon your initial login, it is going to prompt you to change that password so that you can create a password that really you can remember and is specific to you. And so you'll go ahead, you'll log into your back office workspace, and this is where you're really going to begin managing your business. And so as you look at the screen, know that we are going to do full training sessions with you on how to manage your contacts and how to manage your listings and what you can do for creating flyers and that side. But before we do that, what we want to make sure is you know where to go to set up your profile so that as we're rolling things out, indeed, everything is set up for you and you feel really good about what foot you're putting forward. So in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to go ahead and you're going to see your name. So I can see here, it says Hi Realistic. And if I click on this button, it's going to go ahead and open up the screen where I can see what my options are. And today what we're going to talk about is really editing your profile so that you know what's being displayed on the company website. You will know how your lead notifications are set up and all of those pieces. So if I go ahead and I click on this profile button, it's going to bring up all of my information. So I can see my name, I can see my email, and on the right-hand side, the first thing that I want to point out is that you can add your own social media links into the system. So what that means is this. If you want to connect to your business Facebook page and have that displayed on your profile on your company site so people can easily access that, you would just go ahead and type that in here. Hey, my website, my Facebook business page is www.facebook.com/my real estate page. If you don't know what this address is, you can easily just open up your Facebook page in a browser and copy and paste that in. So there are several things that you can add: Twitter, your blog, Instagram, and that will show an icon on your profile so that your clients, as they're browsing, can easily access your social media. Now, as you scroll down farther, you're going to get to a section that says images. And this is where your profile picture on the website is pulling from. So you've got an image in there right now, but if you update your photo, if you don't like the photo that's in there, you can easily upload an image here by clicking on upload, and then you can add the file that you would like. And in that, you can easily say, hey, here's the photo that I'm uploading. And now I can see I have two profile pictures. The first picture in this box will always be the one that displays. And this is as easy as a drag and drop to change the order. If you want to have more than one profile picture, perhaps you want one photo to display on your website, but you want a different photo to use in your marketing, you can leave as many images here as you need so that you can access those through the system. As I continue to scroll down this page, what I would like to point out is this accounting information. So one of the exciting changes that your team is working on is the ability to do direct deposit for your commission checks. And so as that is moving forward, in order to be prepared for that, you would want to put your accounting information here, your bank routing number, the bank account number, the name on the account, and a tax ID if it's applicable. Once you put those numbers in, you will want to go ahead and click Save in the upper right-hand corner so that that information saves to your account. It is your responsibility to get your bank information into the system so that direct deposit can be done for you. Again, just to remind you where we're at, we went to our name in the upper right-hand corner, we clicked on profile, and then we scrolled about halfway down the page. And so if you don't do anything else, please make sure that you put your accounting information in. Ashley, Corbin, did I miss anything on that piece that you want to make sure that they know? Perfect. So, absolutely. Ashley just dropped a line in the chat box for those of you that didn't see it. That the please know that the office staff and your team there do not have the ability to view the full account numbers. It's actually going to star out your account after you put it in. So the routing number would be there. The account number would go in. Once I click save, it is going to go ahead and block out that bank number with stars. So as you scroll down further, Lydia, you can add your bank account information today. So as you scroll down further, the one thing that I want to make sure that you know is there is a section that says agent company name. This does not mean Coldwell Banker Premier Real Estate. This means if you have an LLC or a C Corp or something else, you would put that company name in here. If you do not have an LLC or a C Corp or something else, please leave this agent company name blank. The last thing that I want to point out on this page is that you have the ability to edit your profile. So as you're looking at that profile section, you can insert a video. So if you have a video on Vimeo or on YouTube or somewhere that you would like to have a video on your profile, you simply copy and paste that link into this space. And then below that, you will see the information to edit your profile text. This text is something that you can easily type in. Hey, my name is Kelsey, and I have been in the real estate industry for 10 years. I look forward to serving you. Now, this information should be really personal. And let's just take a quick minute and a quick poll of everyone on the call. How many of you have updated your profile in the last 6 months? Your bio, your about me, you have gone in and you have updated it in the last 6 months. If you have, type yes in the chat box. If you have not, type no in the chat box. So we're getting a really good mix of these things. Some of you have, some of you have not. This is an amazing opportunity for you to really go in, redo your bio, and update it so that you're going into 2021 with a really fresh start. Quick tips for a bio, just so you can keep these in mind, is one, it's always a good idea when you're struggling to write something about yourself to ask the people that are important to you in your life, what are your best qualities, or what would they tell someone about you? Send them an email. Hey, I'm updating my bio. As part of that, I really would like to know, if you were recommending me to someone else, what would you say? It will help that writer's block. The other thing to keep in mind is that clients have no idea what awards are or what designations are if you don't tell them. So if you are going to get the Diamond Society Award from Coldwell Banker this year, that is an extremely amazing accomplishment. But if you just put Diamond Award winner in 2020, they don't know that that means you sold 45 sides and $300 million in volume. So take some time to explain those things to clients. Hey, I have my veterans endorsement. That meant, what this means is I've gone to class and really specialized in XYZ for veteran services. Your profile should be very thoughtful. It should be a reflection of who you are. And this is a great time to do that. Yes, Carmen has a great comment as well. Sharing your hobbies. Potential clients can gravitate to someone that you have in common. If you love cats and you are part of a kitty rescue, or perhaps you volunteer at your neighborhood Boys and Girls Club, those are all great things to share with your clients, and it really does personalize your bio. Great point, Carmen. So the last thing on your details page is going to be setting up your email signature. And so in this email signature, you can easily click and type in. So if you just want to type your name, hey, this is back at you, support, and this is the email address, you can easily type that in. If you would like to use one of our email signature templates, you can click on this email signature button here, and you can go ahead and choose a template. So if I like this white email signature, I can select that email signature. It will put in my profile picture. It will put in my contact information. It will put in my company logo here. If I need to edit anything, I can easily hover over and click. And perhaps I want to change my agent photo. It will show me the best fit. Maybe I would like to add and change my cell phone or my email address. And I can easily say, okay. And now when I click save, I have an email signature set up. so that as I'm sending out from the system, I have something that's going to automatically attach. Anytime you are making changes to any part of your back office workspace, you're going to want to make sure you go ahead and click the save button in the upper right hand corner so that you do not lose things by changing. Now, before I ask the question about I do not have the profile button to customize my account, I want to make sure, hey, you logged in, you clicked on your name in the upper right hand corner, and you saw this profile button here, and you're going to the right place. Once you open that up, it will open up your profile. Now, the next piece, any questions on how to edit the details page of your profile, whether that's adding social media links, whether that is going in and editing your profile text, any questions there? If you don't have any questions, if you can just drop a good to go or something like that into the chat box, that would be great. And ask a great question. In my email signature, is there a way to make this logo bigger? And there is not. What we're doing is we're making sure that that's going to look good on displays. You always, though, could create your own custom, and then you could replace that logo. That's a great question. Yep. Shannon said, hey, if we already have an email signature, can we just upload that? Yes, you can. You could just copy and paste it and enter it into this text box, Shannon, and that would enter. If you are a super techie person and you have HTML code you'd like to embed, there is a section here for that source code where you could enter that as well. Very, very good questions here, team. All righty. The next thing that I want to make sure I touch on with you today is how you set up your preferences so that when leads start coming into the system, you know how you're going to be notified. So if I go to this preferences tab here at the top of the screen, you'll notice that you have a section that says notifications. So this is where you're going to set all of your notifications. If you do not want to receive leads at all from the system, you can go ahead and mark yourself as out of office, and the lead routing system will skip you in that process. So as you scroll down to set your lead notification, you're going to choose notify new leads by email, by text, and by phone. And you'll notice that the default for these three is that they are set to always. So you will, right now, if you make no changes, you are always going to get the notification. You do have some options. You can choose always, never, or use my office hours below. Now, a few things to keep in mind are this. One of these three items needs to be left as always 24/7. Because if I choose use my office hours below and a lead comes in at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I don't have something set to always 24/7, the system is going to say, oh, Carol does not want to receive leads at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to not send the notification. Again, this is only the notifications. This is not the acceptance time. That acceptance time is set up and it runs during actual normal regular human hours. And so I might say, hey, I only want emails during my office hours. I always want text because the first thing I do in the morning when I get up is check my text messages, but I never want to get a lead for a phone call. Now, to set your office hours, at the very bottom of this page, there is a section for my office hours. As you're setting these office hours, you are only setting them for your lead notifications. They do not display anywhere else. So again, we went to my account, to profile, and then clicked on preferences. In that preferences section, you're really setting your new lead notifications here. You'll notice there are some other things here as well. As you're scheduling follow-ups with clients and for listings, you will want to set your notifications for how your tasks are due, notify new tasks by email. Again, always, never, or use my office hours. And same for text messages. The last thing I want to show you on this section is this. There is a section for Zillow and Real Satisfied. So if you would like your Zillow testimonials to pull through and be displayed on your agent profile, you would want to mark and leave this as show Zillow testimonials on website, yes. If your Zillow email address is different than the email address you have on your main profile details page, you will want to put that email address here. That's how we're linking your profile through. And then your testimonials from Zillow will automatically display on your profile page. What's nice about that is this. Whether you like Zillow or hate Zillow, you may have a lot of reviews there. And so rather than sending your clients to Zillow to see your reviews where they may or may not get picked up by another agent, you can send them to your website or your company, your page on your profile on your company page, and those Zillow testimonials will display there. The same thing will happen if you're using the Real Satisfied service. So if you have a Real Satisfied service account, you would put that vanity key here, and then your Real Satisfied testimonials could display as well on your agent profile. Any questions on what those two things are? Awesome. So a few things in the chat box that I want to make sure that you know. Hey, Danielle, I did see that you don't have that profile button. I'm going to have you reach out to Ashley so that we can make sure that we get that resolved for you. And the second question is, hey, where are these leads that you're talking about coming from? Are they coming from the company website? Are they coming from your personal website? Are they coming off of sign calls? Like, what are you talking about? So that's a great question, Ernie. The leads that I am talking about are going to be the leads that are coming off of your company website. And as part of this software, you will have an opportunity to have your own website that the company is providing for you. If you have your own personal website and you want to send leads into the system to your account so that you can manage the CRM within the system, you can do that. We're not all the way ready to launch the training on managing your contacts in the system yet. So we're going to cover that in your CRM training, how you can send leads into the system. But the leads that we're really talking about are the leads from your company website that are coming in. Awesome. Ashley says, hey, there's been some questions about, I don't know when my login information is coming. You will get your login information today. It may not be the moment we jump off the call, but we will get those out to you today. Shannon said, hey, will the reviews we already have on CB Star get transferred to the agent website? I am not sure on that. Ashley and Monica, did those get pulled over? Did we pull those over? So Caitlin, I'll work with your team to find out that, or sorry, Shannon, I'll work with your team to find out the answer to that. Absolutely. And Caitlin said, hey, is there any way to pull in realtor.com testimonials? So Caitlin, realtor.com doesn't send us those testimonials. There's not, we don't have a relationship to pull those. I do know if you're using Real Satisfied that service can include those. But that is a third-party relationship. Great questions. Other questions I can ask for. Yep. So Trudy says, hey, what about how I log in? What's the site's name? I need just a quick reminder of all of that. So you are going to be logging into the website mycbstar.com. So again, I'm just going to drop that quick in the chat box, mycbstar.com. And as you're logging in, you'll want to check your inbox today. You'll be getting an email address with your username and your password so that you can log into the system. Great question, Trudy. So the last piece that I want to make sure that you know today as we go through is, that's a great question, Shannon. I'll answer that too. Is in your profile, you'll also see that there's an accounting tab at the top. And in this accounting tab, this is where you're going to be able to see your office bill and what's going on. So in that profile, it really is your portal to where everything is going to be. What are my details that are displaying on the website? What are my preferences for my lead notification? And what outstanding office bills do I have so that you can easily access all that information in one place? Now, Shannon asked a great question. Hey, what about an app? Can we use this on a mobile device? And I have exciting news for you in that we actually wrote this program, and it is mobile it's mobile responsive. So if I shrink my screen down to say a tablet size, your screen is going to automatically adjust to fit that screen. If it shrinks down to a mobile device size, you will see all of these pieces as well on that size. The nice thing about this is with an app, we would have to restrict a lot of the capabilities of the system. But because you don't have to do that, because it's mobily enabled and mobile responsive, you can access your MyCB Star on your phone, on your tablet, or on your laptop or desktop in order to go ahead and manage your account. Great question, Shannon. Shannon, does that answer your question? Yep, I would mark it as a favorite. You also could maybe save it as a shortcut. So you could just put the icon, save it as a shortcut on your phone's homepage as well. So Ernie says, hey, within the system, are there client email campaigns? Yes, Ernie, there's a full marketing section where you can utilize company provided campaigns or create your own drip marketing campaigns. We will be doing an entire session only on the marketing portion of the software. Ernie, does that answer your question? Maria says, hey, can we link our company email to our profile? Maria, when you go into your name and into your profile, there is a section where you can put your email address for your account. So yes. Great question. Danielle says, hey, going back to direct deposit, what if we get paid by another agent? Danielle, I need to know more about that. So let me talk to Alyssa and Ashley to answer that question in a more thorough way, because there are a lot of different ways that could be interpreted. Awesome. So Ashley answered and said, hey, direct deposits will just be for commission checks. Katie said, hey, in accounting, in that accounting tab, am I going to be able to pay my ledger? And the answer to that is, Katie, yes, we will be able to pay that ledger with a credit card in the very near future. So Ashley and Alyssa and I have been working really hard to get all of that up and running. We wanted to make sure that we were getting you information about how to set up your profile today, what bank account information needed to go in, so that you all could start working on that before the holiday. And then once we roll out the rest of the training, those other pieces will fall right into place. Awesome. Other questions that I can help you all with? I want you to know we're really excited to have you on board. We're really excited to be able to team with you and offer you great software for managing your business, a full CRM, listing management, marketing tools, social media marketing as well. So keep your eyes peeled for the scheduled training that's coming out. And we will be doing several sessions with you to get you onboarded. Caitlin says, hey, what about tech support? What happens with that? So, Caitlin, if you have any questions at all, we do have a great tech support customer service team. You can reach them at support@backatyou.com. So I can go ahead and I can put that in the chat box. It's going to be support@backatyou.com is the support email address. You'll also notice there's a little chat bubble up by your name, so you can chat with support as well. And there is also a full support help center where you can go ahead, you can access articles and see all that. I do want to point out that there is a getting started section, and there's information in here so that, hey, if you want to know more about how your website is going to work and get a little bit of an overview of things, you can go ahead and start looking in there as well. Watch for that announcement that everything is all the way live. I want to really, really thank you so much for the time today. Ashley, I'm going to have you go to Ashley Corbin with that question. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday and a very happy new year. I did record this session, so I will go ahead and send that out so that you get it. And watch your email today so that you are watching for those login credentials. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.